Lord Jesus, you guys get 2 in 1 day. What? 2 in 1 day. I know. You're shocked. Me too. Me too. No, I am shocked. So the wow, guys. Wow. They're just amazing. You guys are amazing. You guys are so amazing, and I'm such a pessimist, and like I'm blown away. I really am blown away. I mean, honestly, I've only had to like ban 2 people so far. I mean, and they were people I didn't even recognize, so they're probably some dumbasses that just randomly clicked on, ooh, coming out, let me go make fun of a gay person. So, no skin off my back. What's that saying mean? Hold up. You know how I am. No skin off of my back. Hold on, guys. No skin off of my back. I gotta find out what that means and where'd it come from. Where did no skin off my nose, the fuck, off my back come from? Surprisingly, this phrase hasn't been around for too long. First used in the early 20th century, its variations included no skin off my nose and no skin off my teeth. And of course, no skin off my back. It is the most common version in America and comes from an old age punishment of flogging. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. A form of discipline often employed on ships in the 18th, 19th century. Flogging was brutal. No shit. So today, when we say that something is no skin off my back, we mean that doing it won't harm or inconvenience us. Being flogged is inconvenienced? I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem inconvenience to my ass. Like, I'd be like, I'm seriously inconvenienced. No, so, and they gave you we have a spare bed, so you want to spend the night? It's no skin off our backs. That is a weird ass saying. I don't get it. I don't get it. So anyway. So you just squirrel. I am just floored. Like, I want to read some of the comments, but I don't know if you guys are comfortable with me reading your comments. So until you guys tell me that I can, I don't really want to, because what if you don't want me to and then I do it and then you're mad that I did it, and then I'll be upset because you're mad that I did it. That make any sense? Probably not. But a lot of you weren't surprised, and I'm pretty damn happy about that. A lot of you just were kind of floored, and I knew that was going to happen. But everybody has been super sweet, supportive, loving, kind. I have been so emotional today, and I'm probably going to be again. This has been one of the hardest things for me to keep to myself that I've probably ever done, to be honest with you. I don't know if you guys could tell how unfucking happy I've been. Having that on my shoulders and bearing it alone was one of the hardest things I've actually had to do. Sorry. It was something that felt like I could not breathe. It was just something weighing on me and just weighing on me. And like, it isn't a terrible secret, you know what I'm saying? But like, in that retrospect of not being able to talk about it, that's how it felt. Like it was this looming, terrible, scary secret, you know, that you know, I'm gonna have to worry about. People being mean to us. And that was one of our biggest issues about not coming forward to begin with, was because I didn't want people to be mean. making a video, honey. I'll be back. So, I didn't want people to be unkind. You would not imagine the violence towards towards transgendered women. And when I say transgendered women, I mean male to female. I don't mean female to male, though I'm sure that happens. But if you go and look at the statistics, there has been 36 people, transgender murders. 16 this year, 36 last year. It's only climbing. And that's scary for me, and that's why we're moving to a more progressive place. And it can't be Canada right now because we don't have citizenship and we don't have enough money to get it. And, you know, the student visa and stuff like that is just too hard right now. So we're moving to another area. And like I told you guys, as soon as I can, I will talk about that. We just want to make sure that we've got our apartment so I could show you guys. I'm over. I have my lady time, so I'm overly emotional to begin with, but I'm free. Like, I don't know how she really feels, you know, because I can't read minds, and of course she tells me that she feels better, but for me, I feel so much better. I was getting so tired of saying my baby, my honey, my darling, my significant other, and having to live two different lives where her and I, you know, wife, her, she, you know, we stopped using male pronouns because it was no longer, you know, needed. Now we have, you know, sorry, I was looking at her. Now we have the pronouns that make her feel like what she is. So, a lot of you asked a whole big bunch of questions, and like I told you, that is her story to tell you guys. That's her story. I will reiterate one more time that Evelyn is Matthew. Matthew is Evelyn. It is a transition, male to female. Nothing else has changed. Nothing. We haven't got anything chopped. We're not. All is well. All's well. Everything's fine. I'm completely happy and excited, and this is something that we both want. I need to be clear on that because I think a lot of you are worried that this is not something I want. This is something that, you know, I'm just putting up with because I don't want to be alone. Huh? This is not something somebody just says, yeah, okay, well, I don't want to be alone. So, yeah, I can dig it. I love her. I love her for her. That ain't gonna change. Like, that's not the kind of person I am. I'm not gonna, you know, when we first noticed something was wrong, and it has been, I told you guys, years. I've known something like this for years, but we didn't move on it and, you know, push it until last year, and really had good therapy and really good psychiatrist, and really decided this is the way we wanted to go. This is what's going to happen. Getting more information, more research, and all those wonderful, awesome things that, you know, you should do before making a decision like this. So for me, I'm not worried about dying alone if I don't stay with her. Again, I ain't ugly. Like I have a halfway decent personality upon occasion, and I mean, once I'm married, I'm married. Like, there would have to be an act of God for me to want a divorce. Like, an act of God. Now, I'm not joking. Like, the finger of God came down and was squashed out my marriage. Because other than that, her and I are so devoted to each other. Like, both of us went through this together. I wanted to put that out here because I don't want you guys to think that she just did this on her own and then just threw me into the picture like, hey, I'm a woman, deal with it. This serious amount of therapy, serious amount of, you know, time, effort, and like talking and just talking and talking about it and how it's going to go and how comfortable am I and how comfortable is she. And, you know, we're still figuring all this out. Again, you guys are asking about babies. You guys are asking about, you know, hormones. You guys are asking about a whole bunch of stuff that just isn't feasible for me to just give you the information. I really want her to do it with me. I want to do a live, but first, before I do a live, I'll do a regular, you know, kind of Q&A, and then we'll probably do a live feed. So, just for anybody who really just needed to, you know, talk and come hang out with us. So, Evelyn will be a larger part of my channel. Just so everybody's aware, she will be a larger part of my channel because she will no longer be active duty. We are thinking about going into the reserves. I think I told you guys that already, because I need a lot of medical care. And a lot of people have been asking us about medical care and how I'm going to afford it, and like, you know, what if something happens to me. And that is one of the biggest reasons that we're looking into the reserves, because I will still have TRICARE Reserve, which is still phenomenal. And the reason I want to tell you that is because, like, you know, I went to the ER like a couple weeks ago, and I had two CTs, one with contrast. So just those alone would be $300 to $500 a pop before they would even do it. If I had a different kind of insurance, excuse me again. Protein shake and vitamins, delicious. I haven't had anything else to eat, so I'm just burping up vitamin, good. And protein shake. And speaking of protein shake, gotta get it on. Good. Excuse you. But I don't know what the hell I was talking about. I do that. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Anywho, we're gonna she's gonna be a bigger part of my YouTube channel because, like I said, and then I had an MRI, and I'm about to have another MRI, and you know how expensive these tests can be. I need a lot of medical stuff. I need a lot of psychiatry and therapy, and she needs therapy too. You know, ongoing therapy is importante to the both of us, and 100% necessary. No doubt about it. Like, I am an advocate for not just weight loss, but for mental health, mostly mental health, because I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs half the damn time. Being bipolar and having PTSD and having, you know, agoraphobia and, you know, anxiety disorder with panic attacks, it's not easy. It's just not easy for me. And a lot of times I feel bad about myself because I can't control exactly what goes on in my brain. But, you know, I take a lot of medication to try to help. I have a pretty severe case. I'm very lucky, and I'm very sorry for anybody who does have bipolar 1. I'm very lucky not to have it, but that doesn't make this any easier because my depression is horrible, and this is coming from somebody who has tried to commit suicide more than once. So this is before I turned my life around. So I have turned my life around, obviously, and I am feeling better. I will go ahead and tell you the medication that I am taking. It is Buspar. So we have added Buspar, 30 milligrams a day for now. I see that guy again on the 10th, but I think I'm just going to call him and just ask him to put me in a thing for 3 months. So I don't have any problems with it so far. He'll probably up my dose because, as we all know, I don't digest near fucking enough of the medication I put in.
So, having said that, he'll probably up my dose, probably, you know, like 50 or 60. Shit. It doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. But, yeah. So, Buspar is what I'm taking, which is supposed to be really good for your anxiety. I take Wellbutrin, Buspar, and Lamictal. Now, I'm going to tell you, I take 400 milligrams, which is the maxed dose of Wellbutrin, because if I take any more of that, it could give me seizures. I have the hallucinations with the smell already, which is one of the telltale signs, is that I smell smoke all the time. And it comes and goes. It is an actual hallucination. Like, it's people who get seizures, it lowers the threshold for seizures. And, you know, I also take other medication that can give you seizures. So I'm always kind of on the, am I right? Am I okay? We doing? We're good? Are we done? So yeah, I take 400 milligrams of the Wellbutrin. I take 300 milligrams of the Lamictal now. So we're not going to go any higher than that. That's pretty much as high as we can go on that without risking having the Lamictal rash and some serious complications. And then now I'm taking Buspar to help with the overwhelming, ridiculous amount of anxiety that will not go away no matter what I do. So I'm either really depressed or I'm incredibly anxious, or I'm anxious and depressed. So I don't get hypomania near enough. I think I might be experiencing a little bit of it. Like I told you, I think I'm experiencing a little up right now, just because I have that off my shoulders. I'm done. I'm done with that. Like I finally have been able to talk about it, and now I can say wife, and now I can say she, and now I can say Evelyn, and now I could talk about my fucking relationship without, you know, if you'll go back to a couple of videos ago, like probably in the last like month or two, I've slipped up more than once and said she, and I just, you know, steamrolled right over it. Like I was like, well, they're not gonna notice. I'm sure somebody did, you know, but or I'll start to, and then I'll switch it to something else. So it's been really fucking hard for me, but I did again want to come on here. I wanted to say thank you so much. You know, the fact that there's so many of you who still view me and her in the same light, even though something is different, that means so much to me and her, to be honest with you. Like, I know that she's not as vocal as I am. She's very shy when it comes to a lot of stuff, very private, and I'm sure you guys can understand why. I am completely the opposite when it comes to that. Like, she could talk to strangers. Nope. Nope. Like, I'm the most awkward person on the planet. When I meet somebody new, I'm like, hi. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. I don't think I make a good first impression. I think I make a really shitty first impression. I never know what I'm doing. I never know when to shut up. I never know when to talk. Like, I just verbal diarrhea the entire time because, like, I'm so fucking nervous. When I don't have to talk, that's when you know you're in my inner circle. When I finally shut up and I'm like looking at my phone while we're sitting there hanging out, and you know, we'll just kind of yammer at each other back and forth, that means you're definitely in my inner circle. Like, I only have very, 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 very few people I can do that with, very few, and that's the way me and Evelyn are. Like, we like to be in each other's presence. That's what I like. I like to be in her presence. She likes to be in my presence, just like right now, even though she is sleeping and I am up doing stuff. We like to know we're there. We like to sleep with each other on Skype. We like to sit with each other all day long as much as possible because we like to be in each other's presence. We like to be with each other. Whether you want to put that as, what is it called? Like, codependency? Why would you care? I ain't codependent on you. Like, nope. So, who cares? We like it. Who gives a shit? And at the end of the day, who cares? You ain't sleeping with me, are you? Nope. Then don't matter. I did just want to one more time come on here and say thank you, 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 thank you. And I've seen lots of familiar names, and I've seen a lot of people who have not said anything, and don't think I haven't noticed who has left. And that is okay. I did want, in case you are watching this video and you think I'm mad, or you think that, you know, I'm upset at you, or I think you're a bad person, I don't feel that way. When I told you guys last night this was a safe place, I meant that. And I meant that for even people who wouldn't be kind. And that's the way I think life is just going to have to be, you know, because you're never going to find, there's never going to be everybody who accepts you. It's just not going to happen. But I don't have to be cruel, and I don't have to be nasty, and I don't have to reiterate somebody else's hatred or ignorance. I don't have to do that. I can just be myself. And I could say, you know, I understand that, you know, this is something that you can't deal with. I hope one day that you can find it in your heart to open yourself up to something like this. But if you can't, that's you, boo-boo. And I wish you the very, very, very best in life. And I hope, you know, I hope your life is amazing. That's all I can really say. Honestly, that's all I can really say or do, is that I hope your life is amazing, because mine's going to be, with or without you. I'd like you to be here, but if you're not comfortable being here, or, you know, my channel is no longer what you want it to be, or which is weird, but alright. If this is not, you know, this is too much for you now that, you know, I've come out with but I just wanted to say thank you to the ones of you that did stick around, and the ones of you that have commented, and you know, just knowing that you guys love me and us is more than I could even. So I did want to show you guys something really before I've cried all over her. I'm sorry, Yuki. Let me take. Somebody had to get shaved. Bum bum bum. I know, poor. She's so pathetic. Her surgery is on the 7th, and I'm super scared. Yeah, I'm so nervous about it, guys. It scares the shit out of me. Her jaw is, look, I don't press it, but like you can, if you just barely touch her jaw, you can see that her jaw still moves a little bit. And what I'm thinking happened is that she was so swollen when it happened. You know, her jaw was so swollen when they went in there to, you know, because it was 2 or 3 days after it happened, because I didn't have the money right off the hand, and they won't do it unless you have the money. So, you know, anyway, so it was 2 or 3 days after. I think it was 2 days afterwards, 2 or 3 days after it happened. So I think her jaw was just so swollen that when the specialist went in there and tightened this one right here, I think it wasn't tight enough. So I'm going to ask him what he wants us to do, because I can't afford another surgery like that. Like, that took all of our savings, and I told you guys we have to move. So like this is just, holy shit. Like, this is rough. But it is what it is, and you know, you don't let an animal suffer. And there's people outside. You don't let an animal suffer. Like, I'd rather go hungry. Like, dead skin. I'd rather damn near anything than hurt my animal. But you know what I'm saying. Like, hopefully there's an alternative. Maybe he can go back in there and, you know, tighten it, and then, you know, kind of shave it down. And then when I come back from Korea, like, if he needs to, he can pull it out then. Because then he would just be, you know, going under there and just kind of undoing it and just kind of pulling it out. Or he could either snip it here and just kind of pull it up, because he'd be making it real flat. So I don't know what the hell he'd do. Like, I'm not a damn doctor. Anyway, I've talked too damn long. So That's how you can tell I'm happy. Shut up. I'm pretty damn close to during. Pretty close. I'm right about there. So I love you, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, wherever the hell you happen to be in the world. And I will definitely probably talk to you guys a hell of a lot more often now that I'm not severely depressed. And yeah. That's my dog snoring. Bye.